Hello and welcome to another video, and today I want to talk about Near protocol because we've been seeing a lot of progress when it comes to Near's growth and performance, right? Not only in terms of price but also in terms of partnerships. And as of recently, I've just noticed that Celestia have reposted on X something from Near protocol. One account to rule them all, one account to find them, one account to bring them all, and in the blockchain bind them. Okay, so we can see here that Near protocol team are collaborating with Celestia, okay? And we all know that Celestia is getting a lot of support from not only big VCs, but also the biggest market maker, which is Jump Crypto. Although as of recently, they have kind of abandoned them, and I think they've moved on to something else. We should always pay attention to what Jump Crypto are doing, because if you can figure out who they're going to be supporting next, at least potentially, that's something to keep in mind with regards to potential price growth. Okay, it's not financial advice, of course, because it could just fail. It could be just that, they're not going to support them yet for many, many months, and you could be missing it out. And that's why you should look at which are the next 3 or 4 projects that they might have invested in that haven't been performing so well. And so at least one of them is likely to do really well. And so that's when it's good to distribute between those 3 or 4. And just hope you catch the next one, the next Injective, the next Celestia, right? Because once they jump on something, right, just to be ironic, Jump Crypto, they jump on projects, they're likely going to perform really, really well in a short period of time. It could be 1 month, it could be 2 months. And so, with Near protocol, there's clear evidence that it's been performing extremely well. And of course, there have been market makers here because let's face it, retail don't have enough funding right now to be pumping the price like they did with Near protocol recently. There's very likely some market maker involvement that could have created this. And I just wanted to tell you this, with regards to the airdrops for Celestia, we haven't heard of anything else. I know that Dimension have announced the NIM airdrop, and we're likely going to get another airdrop for staking Dimension, but nothing from Celestia. And with regards to Celestia, I'm still staking it for now, but at the start of July, I'm going to start on staking because I'm going to need to wait 21 days for it to be available. I want to make sure that I get out early August at the latest, right? Because there's going to be a major unlock in October, and we have seen what happened, right? If the price doesn't do well over so many months, if we will get that altcoin bull market this summer, then if Celestia don't do well, they're less likely to do well in October when the big unlock happens. And so I'm just trying to reduce the risk here. The main reason why I got into Celestia so late is because of the airdrops. Otherwise, I wouldn't have touched it at all. I would have just gotten into Injective instead of Celestia, or maybe into Dimension because Dimension is fresh. There's still a lot of potential there. Or Injective, because most of it is unlocked, even if it's been doing so well in terms of price, because most of the tokens are unlocked and in circulation. There's definitely more potential as they progress in their roadmap. And as we see more integrations with Injective, not necessarily for the airdrops, right? But just integrations, demand, supply and demand, causing the growth. And so, I just wanted to say this. Now, with regards to the Polkadot ecosystem, right, the DED Airdrop, everybody's waiting on the DED listing to happen, okay? And so DED is going to get listed on Polkadex. It's also going to get listed on HydraDX, and then on StellaSwap with the XC prefix, which is a tokenized version on the Moonbeam network. It's EVM compatible, which means that you can store XC on your MetaMask. And when I say store it, you don't necessarily you store it on the blockchain, okay? You'll store it on the Moonbeam blockchain, on the Moonbeam parachain, but you can interact using your MetaMask wallet, because MetaMask is just a front end. It's just a user interface for you if you're not technical and you don't know how to write code to interact with the blockchain, so that you can use simple buttons to do it. Right? That's all it is. And that's why I've been trying to tell people when they've been asking me about Nova wallet, sub wallet, Polkadot.js, like which wallet do I use? It doesn't even matter. You could have 4 different wallets open and you can see your DOT or your DED in all 4 wallets at the same time, because you're ultimately using a user interface to interact with the Polkadot blockchain, in this case with the Asset Hub parachain, which is a system parachain, by the way, okay? It's created by the core team. It's a system parachain. It's free for everyone to use. It doesn't have any lease that expires like other parachains. Hence why system. Hence why it's called system, right? It used to be called common good, but it changed it to system. And so, DED is going to remain there. I don't know if there are plans for them to eventually have a parachain. I doubt it, because they don't need to, right? They can simply just operate on Asset Hub. And so here on Polkadex, again, if you want to set up an account on Polkadex, you do need 2 PDEX right now to reserve your trading account. As you can see, I've got a trading account here on the top right-hand corner. You don't need to KYC to create this trading account, by the way. It generates a file for you. You can save that file, and just fund the account with 2 PDEX, because if you don't fund the account, you can't actually reserve it. And in a couple of weeks, apparently they're going to be removing this 2 PDEX requirement to reserve the funding account for you to trade. Okay, so you could have a trading account with no PDEX. You can just directly send USDT from Asset Hub, for example, straight on here. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You're basically connecting your Polkadot.js wallet. There are other wallets that you can connect, okay, not only Polkadot.js. But yeah, when it comes to the order book, we can see here that there are a number of buy orders, okay, very, very low ones. Now this is 0.15 cents, okay, because these are all priced in USDT. And then it goes much lower, but these are like really, really small orders for 132,000, for $198, very, very thin orders here. We are expecting a lot more activity once this is going to be announced. I'm expecting a lot more buy orders here, because I have been messaged by people saying that they're going to get a small DED airdrop and they want to get more. Okay, so there are people that are simply interested in buying more DED. Not everyone just wants to sell, sell, sell. I know that there is a lot of discussion now with regards to selling, but there are people that genuinely want to buy it because they believe that it could do well. Given that this is going to be a utility token for a number of games and dApps that are going to be integrated as part of DED. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much where it is. As you can see, it's the top one in the list as well. I don't know if they had some sort of agreement with Polkadex to place DED at the very top of the list, but it's definitely great to see above Glimmer, above Fala, above Astar, and all the other ones. Pink is also here, by the way, as you can see, which is another meme token. Then there's DOT and PDEX. And so yeah, just wanted to quickly say that, we don't know when it's going to list, but then whenever they will, they're going to announce it on the DED Telegram group and also on their X profile. And yeah, just got to pay attention to when they are going to announce it. I know that many people don't want to miss out and they want to be informed in advance, but then again, we were told that we're going to be informed in advance when it comes to the snapshot, and unfortunately we weren't. We were just told on the day the snapshot has been taken. So it could be that on the day, on the spot, they're going to say trading is now live, you can start trading. That way, many people are going to be caught off guard and they're not going to be able to dump straight away. And you're not going to have those massive sell orders because people are at work, people have commitments in life, and they can't be ready to be dumping straight away. And the same with the buying. It's just going to be people caught by surprise. So we'll have to see what happens. You can expect some activity, of course. Some people are going to be watching this like hawks and they're just going to jump straight in. They're going to have everything ready, and just jump right in. Like I've got everything ready personally, but it could be that I'm outside or maybe I'm somewhere, maybe I'm away whenever the listing happens, or maybe I'm sleeping, because it can happen at different time zones. And yeah, if you're sleeping, then tough luck, right? Somebody else is going to get ahead of you. And then when you wake up, you're going to see it trading at a specific price, which you may be happy with, which you may not be happy with, because it's all a lottery at the end of the day. You don't know how it's going to perform. Yeah, looking at Near Protocol here, just to move on to the trading chart. I mean, look how well it's been doing. $7.64 right now. It wants to put in another high here. You could see the highest that we had was $9. That is insane. Given that in February, if we scroll back here, in February, look, at the start of February, it was only trading at $2.70, $2.68. So the price growth has been amazing, to be fair. It was really unexpected. But yeah, this is what happens. If you hold the right cryptocurrency, despite the market cap being high, you can still see that 2x or 3x or even 5x. Okay, don't be put off just because the market cap is high. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have potential. And it's just been proven here with Near Protocol. Celestia went to $21 back in February. It put in a new all-time high compared to the previous ones here. But as we can see now, it's starting the downtrend, right? On the 4-hour chart, it's on the downtrend. It's below the 100-day moving average. Now, does this mean that we're going to continue to go down? Not necessarily. I mean, it could just pop up from here and it could just go to $25, $30, whatever, right? but it could also go lower. So it could be that I'm going to be absolutely screwed, and so are you if you bought in higher, you know, and it is what it is. But, you know, that's the risk of the game. Like, if you don't take any risks, you're never going to earn anything big, because you're always going to be worried that, oh, what if it goes down? What if it goes down? So hence why diversification is important, you know. So yeah, $14.16 in a downtrend. It's facing a lot of resistance. It's got resistance around here, resistance around there, and resistance around here. So, you know, it's going to be hard to break, but if there's enough demand, if they announce something cool, it could just pop out of this and we'll see $18 again, maybe even $20. Looking at DOT, like DOT went all the way down to 860 after going to 1180 here. Okay, then it went back up to $10 and it encountered some resistance around $10. Like I said to you before, it has a lot of areas of resistance here, which are previous support. Okay, we went down $10, we went back up, we went down $10, we went back up. We kept on bouncing off that $10 range. Okay, and then here when we tried to go back up and break $10, we couldn't. Okay, we went back down. So we're accumulating around this price, which is good to see. You know, I'm definitely happy to see DOT accumulating above this area here, right above the $9 area, because if it goes below, if it's accumulating here, it's quite scary, because it could also drop below the 100-day moving average on the 4-hour, and that would change the trajectory. That would put it into the downtrend. So we are still on the uptrend on the 4-hour chart. And it could be that based on this, it could go higher. I know some pro traders are saying we could see a $16 DOT in this bull market. What that would mean is it would mean that this would be the left shoulder. This could potentially become the new head. And then if it does become the head, you know, on the next run up, then it could take us to maybe $13 or $14, maybe even $15. Depends on how big the head is going to be. Then it's going to go back down. And then it's going to put in the right shoulder. Okay, there's a possibility this could happen. Okay, if it gets a major run up. And I'm expecting some kind of price spurt for Polkadot here during April at Token 2049, because that is a huge conference in Asia. And Gavin Wood is going to be speaking on the main stage as well. And he's going to be making an announcement there. I'm assuming it's to do with core time. And depending on that announcement, that's probably going to create enough buying demand for DOT. Okay, it could do. So yeah, right now we are accumulating around this area. I'm personally waiting for us to break $13 to $14, maybe get to 50, close to $15. Like if I see it get like $15 really quickly, I'm getting the heck out straight away. No hard feelings. If we see it break up to $15 fast, I'm out. I'm waiting in stable coins for the right opportunity to get back in, you know, at a lower price and get a huge bag of DOT for the next run up. Okay, if it happens quickly, because if it happens quickly, there's a high likelihood that it's going to dump. It's a great place to enter and then wait for the next leg up and then exit again to maximize that profit. Okay, that's what I'm going to be personally doing. Okay, I've stopped staking DOT right now. Like, I don't want to be staking in the bull market unless I have like small bags, like Dimension, for example. I don't have too much Dimension when it comes to my overall portfolio size. So I'm okay with staking that for potential airdrops that could be worth more than the bag itself, or even like 50% of the bag itself. If I get like 2 or 3 airdrops that could be valuable, that's okay. With DOT, I'm happy to not be staking because I hold a large enough portion of DOT that, you know, I want to be ready for any potential push to the upside. If I see it get to $11 again and then try to go back down, I may potentially exit around $11 and just wait for the pullback back to 9. I mean, if it only wants to go to 11, go back to 9, go back to 11, go back to 9, why not trade off that? Why not just exit around 11, buy back around 9, exit around 11, buy back about 9? You know, so just keep on doing that and accumulate. You know, that's another option. Because I do think this has huge potential when it comes to core time, given that it's going to be a direct competitor to Cosmos, given that teams are no longer going to have to fight to win that parachain auction. So I just want to be ready, you know, and I think you should be ready too. But again, you can do what you want. It's up to you. It's your choice. It's your DOT. I'm just telling you what I'm personally going to do. I believe in Polkadot, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to try to take advantage of these price swings. Of course, if I wasn't stuck in staking, I could have sold around here. You know, seeing this huge price growth, a pullback was in order. There was no way this could have continued. Sure, it could have, but there was a high likelihood that it couldn't continue going up, you know. And you could see it, like capitalizing on this would have been insane because it took a while for it to go from this, for it to go from $8 to 11. It took a while, right? When did this happen? It happened at the end of February, and it wasn't until mid-March that it did it, right? So it took about 3 weeks. However, from mid-March till the 20th of March, we already went back down, to 860. So the dump was much faster, and that was a great time for accumulation as soon as you see some sort of stability, especially because the chart is talking to us here. Look how nice it touched that 100-day moving average, exactly on the line, exactly there. Imagine like placing some buy orders here, 870, 880 just to be safe, and then let that ride. Like imagine how much more DOT you could have had. I am pissed off with myself for not actually having that DOT ready, for being stuck in staking. But what can you do? You can't get them all right. So yeah, I just wanted to drop this quick video, give you my thoughts on this. Let me know your thoughts with regards to DED, by the way. Did you get the airdrop, or are you one of those people that unfortunately didn't qualify because you were staking in a pool and you were withdrawing at the time of the snapshot, because there were quite a lot of them that couldn't get any airdrop? So yeah, what do you think of Near Protocol? What do you think of TIA? What do you think of Injective and Dimension? Just let me know. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.